Wednesday. Figuring out where I'm trying to go today. I added some signs in case people are curious about what these two devices are. They're right here. So, oh right, I'm trying a new setup here. So getting used to the fact the camera's now here. Move some things around. Right now I'm using my phone as a camera source, so I'm trying to adjust that so I can have my phone available in case, somebody calls or something like that. I think it'd also be really fun to pull up YouTube videos and sample them. But yeah, so today my personal goal is to work a bit on openers. How do I start a set? So one of the ways that I've identified is to just kind of noodle around. Start with some kind of motif. And then start building it by, this is something that I came up with recently, just playing the track without actually starting the sequence. And adjusting the rate. Make sure everything's muted when I start. Give myself a bass line, maybe. And I can also be kind of messing with this as I... Today's gonna be a bit of a workshop day for me personally, so I'm basically just gonna do this for myself and just kind of figure out some ways that I can start a set, because I notice that every time I start a set, I'm kind of at a loss as to like how I'm gonna do it. Usually, like 5-10 minutes before the set starts, I come up with something to start with, but I kind of want to just put something on paper and be like, this is a cool place to start, essentially. Some things that identify a good start to a set, in my mind, it gives you room to go somewhere, so no kick. If there's rhythm, it's minimal. It's not too overpowering. Doesn't give you too much. Something that kind of just keeps things open-ended so that the set can go in a lot of different directions. Like this. This is actually a really good idea. Just rhythm. Yeah, so some things that I think I want to adjust these scenes too. Right now this scene is basically soloing track 3, which is my rhythm, and keeps the bass line. This is kind of a fun way to direct focus in one direction and then move it back. And I originally had like a filter on the bass, but I think I'm just going to keep it clean so you can hear that full bass. And I'm wondering if I should leave anything else in. Probably the clap, right? Yeah, cool. So that is going to be saved. I'm gonna grab some more water, hold on. Okay, so just rhythm is one option for, actually I should be more specific. Starting with track 4 and muting the bass as well, I think. And I think the next thing to do from that is to set up some kind of bass or melody, rhythm, arrow, and generally speaking, when I talk about openers, I'm thinking also of like chess or StarCraft in my case. I'm not like a huge StarCraft player, so I don't actually know a lot of openers, but I remember when I was trying to get into it, um, it's like if you actually want to play that game well, you have to memorize a certain set of moves from the beginning of the game, like get your timing right, all of that, just like have something in mind that you're going to do, and then you react to what the person's doing. And actually that's formed a lot of inspiration for how I think about sets, because there should be some kind of a template for how you start, and then as things unfold, you can also make changes to that. So I would say start with track 4. Solo track 4. Add OP1. Yeah. So let's put that into practice. Right, so now we have something, right? Now we can kind of And here's the thing too, is I think I need to create more scenes that solo stuff, because I'm really feeling like what I want next is to take out samples 3 and 4, which are 2 different kinds of loops. So I think let's move 13 to 9. It's a pretty big move because 13 is the one that reverses everything. We're going to take 13, we're going to clear it. So now we're going to take this and we are going to mute the kick. We're going to mute 3 and 4. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, so my general philosophy on using these scenes is I'm controlling where things are playing out, and then while I'm over on this side, I'm adjusting stuff behind the scenes. So for example, if track 3 is going to be muted by scene B, then maybe I'll take it out in the next section. Or I'll switch. Right? So depending on what I'm doing, I might just want to bring it back to this by default so that the scene is no longer controlling it. It's actually just something that I do manually. Not sure if anybody's following, but makes sense to me. And in fact, I think that's what track 5 is. Yeah, that's like a pretty dramatic change. Cool. So we're going to do that one more time. I'm just going to start over. I'm going to set up a different track here to start. And I could do this with track 3 instead. Honestly, it might actually be more palatable if I do it that way. So like here's where I have to figure out what I'm going to do next. Oh shit. I adjusted this to half speed. I don't know why it's not doing that. Oh, is it a different... Oh, it's not even sampled yet. That's cool. Hello, how's it going? DDKKK. we're going to start over and just kind of look for more places where I can open a set. This is, if you're just joining now, this is my hardware setup. I don't know if you've been here before, but basically I do improvised live sets. And I'm just kind of using these weekly streams to go through my workflow and my process. And today I'm working on opening moves, essentially figuring out the setup for how to start a set. And up until now, I've just kind of been doing it off the cuff and just trying to figure it out as I go. But I want to just kind of put together some standard openings, kind of like, chess or something, where you would start with something in mind, and then over time as something introduces itself that you want to react to, then you have somewhere to go. But in case that isn't the case, then it's a good place to start. So one of the things that I identified early on today is, starting with just a rhythm like this. And then this is where it gets tricky, because obviously this is where I kind of have to do something melodic, because none of the melodic content in this in my project is determined beforehand. I'm just kind of making it up. I do that because I don't want to just have a set of things that I run through and just pick files. So the downside to that is I have to get creative pretty quickly. So and here's where, I think I can sit here for a little bit, because Alright, we're gonna see if this works. I just chose a weird note. I think I'm just gonna keep it on G. I also want to have a scene just for soloing this track. think I also want it to be, how do I want to do this? I want something that takes out the samples. Do I want to take out the OP1? No. I want it to take out little cheesy. There we go. Just syncing it up a little bit. want to add an LFO to this that adjusts the speed freely of the filter on the Minotaur. Slowly. Why is it so quiet? Oh well. It's not the best of preamps or whatever they're called. I really like that spot. So now I have an ARP that's doing that. Why am I always fighting for volume here? I'm confused. Maybe it's my... Nope, it's not. My compressor. Maybe it's because my sustain was low. It's a MIDI controller. It's called a Faderfox PC4. Oh, sorry, that's not very visible. Let me put this over here. get a more techno-y kick in here. God. I guess we're moving on. Am I making custom patches on the OP1? Yeah, pretty much. I just kind of noodle around with them. I haven't really downloaded a ton of patches after the fact. It's kind of fun. Like for example, I need to think for a second. I had this ARP just now, and it's still playing. And then I switched patches, so there's actually a note playing where before it was kind of more, I'll show you. Before it was a little bit more like weird and wacky, right? But then when I switched to a different note, and it's still in time with everything, it's still keeping time with the last thing. So I can actually use that to layer. If I sample, you know, if I sampled that last thing, which I did, this, now I have this other thing, which I can shape So like for sound design purposes, this can be really fun. Shit, what? Why are there 2 kicks? Is it retrigged? It was. Right. I mean, I gotta sample that now. I'll go to enhancement here for you. Now I'm thinking of another melody. Now, sample. Thank you, Shren. I'm glad that I make you feel this way. I'm very excited to be making sets like this. I've been dreaming about this for a long time, so to finally have the pieces for it feels good. I gotta try that again. Hold on. So it's 13 to 5. Cool. So what I did there just now, this scene solos this drum loop, and then I use this to filter it. And then I switch to this one which solos the clap. In my head. Also, that crunch you're hearing is coming from the enhancement there. I think I'm gonna push it down a tiny bit, but I do like enhancement. Maybe delay. It's crazy how much I'm hiding in this filter. Really adds to the... It starts with 20-minute sets, and then, you know, the more you do, this is why I'm doing this stream, is like, you know, I'm getting it out of my system, the embarrassment, because there's only like, what, 8 of you? Over time, it just gets, you know, I just like start to get more comfortable with the idea that people are listening to me fuck up. Oh, cool. I should sample that. Give it a C. I'm hearing C here, a lot of C. trying not to get too swingy with it. Might actually go with percussion here. Percussion is just like so... There are no effects on the Minotaur as far as I know. I think there might be like a distortion? Not fully sure. I haven't really explored it a ton. I was trying to make sure I stayed back on track with the Octatrack stuff. It's looking like this is my favorite pattern on kick today. Where did that C come from? Oh, it's the bass. Ha. Okay, so I'm kind of getting away from my original intent today, which was to create some openings for myself, openers. Just kind of identify a move set in the beginning of the set where I am free to follow along, and then basically basic instructions to start a set with. And I kind of want to run through that a little bit more because that's probably the most nerve-wracking part of the set, is starting. This, like at the beginning of this session today, the focus was, let's start with one track, like namely this loop track. And then like a clap, I think. And then just kind of like come up with some sort of a melody to that. It's tricky. And I think it really just comes down to which one I want to start with. So it's not really, like maybe if I just pick one of those methods and just stick with it, like this thing that I'm describing, just take one loop. Like that one wouldn't really be a great one to start with. So I might want to pick in advance. Yeah, so Laurel Halo folder, we'll have to wait. Maybe something in the drums. They're just so fast. Okay. Maybe we start slower and then we build up. Because that's kind of how I did last week's set, and I was pretty satisfied with that. Why is this so slow? Holy shit. Oh, it's because I did the exact thing that I said I was going to do. Okay. I've been also interested in just sampling things directly into the OP1. And the goal is to kind of make it feel like who knows where this is going to head, right? So the weirder the better. Shit, I just like tapped it out of time. Here's where I would, not sure what's telling me to do this, but I would kind of pause that. Really liking these Daniel Avery type bass lines lately. Maybe I double this. Shit, I'm off. Boom. Alright, it's just gonna fix it live. Oh, right, this is... I'm really enjoying these taiko samples. They really fit well with something like this for some reason. Wait until it comes back around. Ugh. I keep forgetting not to sample track the actual OP1 because it needs this gated thing too. Okay, so we're sampled in now. I can turn this off. reverb. Really enjoying this particular synth, but man, I'm so glad I got that right. Yeah, it sounds pretty in time. It's alright. Could be better. And again, I find myself seduced once again by this multi-trig sound. Trying to make sure that I give enough time to the bass line again. Kind of into that actually. Let's just go with it. think I need to give myself, oh yeah, this is something else I wanted to make this time, was a scene that just like throws a ton of reverb onto this so that I can fade it out myself and then give myself that bass line. Actually, I'm gonna add the cross volume to it. So it's kind of like an infinite regression type thing. This would be a time to switch. Yeah, the thing is I'm not going to have this much time live, you know, so I'm just kind of trying to keep that in mind. Oh, there was something else I wanted to do. Okay. This is a bit dramatic as well. So what I'm thinking about doing is pre-slicing these samples and setting them up with LFOs themselves. So at the moment I'm using my LFO on track 4 so that I can randomly generate remixes of the same loop. And I'm thinking about doing that for these samples as well. So this is the sample normally. Let's see, where is it? Why isn't it playing? Oh, so right now it's just playing one slice here, as you can see. And it's gonna, we'll see if this actually helps me. But if I switch this to 1, and then I set up a very specific LFO. So you see how it's moving across it at a regular speed? Once I adjust the speed of this, and I can adjust the release over here. Oh, I need to set this to, yep, I already did. It might be a little too crazy. Yeah, because my original plan was, say I have an ARP here. Sorry, I need to reset a bunch of things. Yeah, so let's say we have this ARP here, and I want to sample it. So here we are. It's sampled. And I can rearrange the sample . Hold on. Right, so this is the original. Because if you play it without it, oh, actually, it's not quite the same. Why is that? Oh, is it because it's a 4-bar loop, so I need to slice it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I have a 4-bar loop. I've recorded 4 bars. I've split it into 64 slices for the 16 steps in that 4-bar loop. And now, when I play an LFO that's mapped exactly to those start points, I'm getting the same exact sample, the same exact loop as I would if I was just playing it straight through. Hear that? But it's only one slice. Now it's 1 by 1. Now I can adjust the release of it, and I can change the speed of the LFO, so now I'm getting a rearrangement of the notes that I had looped originally. And I can take some of these out. I can also adjust the speed. Tempted to like and now we're back to the original. So the hope with coming up with this idea was to, and still is, to have the sample be able to play smoothly if I don't touch anything, and then if I want, I can add like some sort of a remix to it. So let's try this a bit more practically with like a loop that I actually might use. And see if it works. Hold on. So all of these are going to be silent because that's the slice, right? But once I start adjusting, and then I can adjust it again to get different results. And especially if you have silence, you can get away with going like this because half of them are silent. So you get your own kind of let's get another melody. Did I record this properly? Oh yeah, I just don't have the... And now I can do a similar thing here. You can't hear anything yet. And now when I adjust the speed... Hold on. Now, I want to adjust this to a G. back to the taiko. That works, I think, as an ending. Thanks everyone for hanging out during this set. It's funny, I start out usually pretty instructional, and then I kind of just get lost in the sauce, as it were. So thanks for being an audience to that, and eavesdropping on my stream. I will be presenting another live set. This is always such a stressful part of the week because I have to record a set and like it, which actually takes like maybe 2 or 3 times. Record it. It's only an hour long, so it's not quite as stressful as it could be. And then I upload it onto YouTube, and then it has to get processed, so that takes like a couple hours, and then I watch it and commentate on it with people watching. So Friday afternoon is my non-speaking sets. So if you're more interested in just kind of listening to the beats and then the actual kind of like the nitty-gritty of how this stuff works, I recommend that you tune in on Fridays at around 3 p.m. I usually do it at 3 because it gives me a little bit more time in case I'm like really pushing it to the very end and getting everything together. So yeah, Mondays, Wednesdays, kind of a more interactive office hours, and then on Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. I do a live performance, and I also upload it to SoundCloud in case you want to check it out there. So again, thank you very much. I'm going to head out now, but I wish you guys a happy rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you on Friday. Peace.